chromatics, accidentals, all right, sharps, flats, naturals. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing today. Those that have the Mel Bay book, page 29. I put things on the board so those that don't have the Mel Bay book will be able to understand what a sharp, a flat, what a natural sign does. Okay? And with Thanksgiving coming up, we definitely need to know this. Because if you know your accidentals, you'll have a good appetite. No, I just made that up. Okay, let's move along here. All right, let's put a note up on the staff. All right, this note here, I'm going to make it looks like a whole note. Yeah, this is I might have to go back to preschool for penmanship. Anyway, a C. All right. Now, if we want to make that C what we call sharp, okay? Sharp means we're going to raise it a half step. But how do we know if we're looking at that? Well, there's going to be a tic-tac-toe sign in front of the note. The tic-tac-toe sign, for lack of a better term, all right, makes a note sharp. Now, how that works, when we're looking at the guitar, here's C. Now, if we add the accidental sign, the tic-tac-toe sign, the sharp sign, we're going to play a half step up. Okay, you getting that? C, C sharp. All right. Now, if the note is a natural note like this, G, on a natural open string note, pardon me. All right. When you play the first fret, that's the half step higher. Okay, so a half step higher. All right, remember that from when we learned the C scale? C, B, B, C, B, C, okay? But here, G sharp, okay? And again, it would look like a G. Let's put this thing down. A G, and we would have a sharp sign. Now, let's say we play G sharp, and we don't want the G sharp to be here. We want to go back to what they call a natural, a regular G note, all right? But if there's a sharp, we would use the term, we want it to be G natural. Or if you say G natural, you mean a G. Okay, so here we do this. We have a sign, looks like this. Okay. It's a little rough, but that's what it looks like. All right, I'll try to do a better one here. Okay, it's what they call a natural sign. When you see a natural sign, that cancels the G sharp for this note. Because when you have a G sharp or a sharp note in that same measure, okay, like here, if you didn't put this natural sign on the G, it would still be a G sharp, the two G's, because you only need to put that sign there one time in the measure. And then if you want to change it, you have to use the natural sign. Now, don't make the mistake that you see a C sharp up here, that because that has a sharp sign, that means everything, all the notes are sharp. No, only the C is sharp. Here, only the G is sharp. This note, we don't want it to be G sharp anymore, so we put a natural sign. So the natural sign cancels that accidental, or in this case, sharp. Now, the other one is called a flat. Flat meaning we're going to go backwards a half step. Let's take Mr. Natural out here. Hope you like the eraser. Okay, so let's say we have an A here. All right? We want that note to be flat or back a half step. We'd make this symbol, it looks like a little B. All right? That's the flat sign. You'll see this again in your Mel Bay book. You see on the top of page 29, you have the chromatics, all right, and you'll see the sharp sign, you'll see the B flat sign, and you see the natural sign. Case in point here, the natural cancels both the sharp and the flat when it's used this way. Now, what does that mean? Here we have A flat, okay? And oh, before I forget, let's do that on the guitar. All right. Here's A, back a half step, flat. Okay? Got that? A flat. Just to throw a quick one at you, if we wanted A sharp, what would we do? That's right, up a half step, okay? A flat. Now, let's say the next note, we want to make it an A. Well, we're in the same measure, so we would have to do this, and we would need what to make that an A? We'd want the natural sign. Okay, that's rough, man, but you get the drift. All right, so that's what happens with the sharps and the flats when you see the symbol in front of a note. Now, last thing, and you're going to love this. You have here C, right? If you go up here, you have C sharp, right? It's a half step. Now let's go to D. Now with D, what if we want to play a D flat? We go back a half step. What did you notice? C sharp and D flat are what they call enharmonic, meaning they have the same sound but two different names. Okay, it's like in English when they say, what is it, a homonym? All right, I'm sitting here and I'm listening here. Here, I'm here. Okay, so here is, I'm listening here. I'm sitting here. Both words sound exactly the same, but they're two different meanings, all right? The same thing with the music. C sharp is a C sharp. D, when you see it written, D flat, all right? And harmonic, because the note sounds exactly the same, because it is the same, but depending on how the music's written, the composer might want to say, all right, as I'm ascending or I'm getting higher, I'm going to use the C sharp, but then later on, I'm going to bring the scale backwards or my group of notes backwards, and I'm going to make it a D flat. Actually, it's more also for the ease of reading the music. And this really comes more into play, when you're on the professional level and, you're sitting down in the studio and you're playing something that you're reading the music, and they want you to interpret that naturally as fast as possible. In this case, all we want to do is be able to interpret it, because we're not on the time clock. We're not saying, oh, well, I got to play this right away because it's cost money to do the recording. Here, you take your time. What's important is that you understand it. All right, so enharmonic, same note, two different names. Or a better way I like to put it, and you're going to love this, is the same thing, only different. Okay? Any questions about these sharps and flats and natural signs? Comments below. If you like what you hear, give me the thumbs. All right, please subscribe so you get all the latest stuff that's coming up. All right. And speaking of coming up, Thanksgiving is coming up. All right, take care. Enjoy your day.